Today I fucked up convincing my deaf girlfriend to tie me up and blindfold me. Throwaway account. I'm not as good with words as most people who post on this sub, so my story might sound boring lol. My girlfriend and I, are both 17. Communication is important for any relationship, but it's especially important for us because my girlfriend is deaf. A few weeks ago we became sexually active. It was awkward at first, but eventually we got the hang of it. I suggested we do something special in bed before we go our separate ways during the holidays. I convinced her to tie me up and blindfold me when we have sex again. Yesterday it happened. My girlfriend and I were in her bedroom. We made sure to lock the door, even though we were alone in the house. When I was done going down on her, she tied me up and blindfolded me. She enjoys the reverse cowgirl position, so it didn't surprise me when I could feel her sitting on top of me like that. That position was our downfall because moments later I heard a knock on the door. It was her mom. I don't know if it's a deaf person thing or just my GF, but her moans are loud as fuck. I've mentioned it to her many times, not as a criticism, and she always thinks I'm exaggerating. Her moaning made her mom lose her shit behind the door. I wiggled my hips like I was hula hooping to get my girlfriend to either pay attention to my face and read my lips or get the fuck off of me before her mom kicked the door down. I couldn't see shit and my girlfriend was becoming more enthusiastic and vocal due to my weird hip movements. The handcuffs were very challenging, but I managed to grab the box of wet wipes on the nightstand and toss it towards my GF. She paused and lifted my blindfold. I mouthed, "Your mom is home and she can hear us." My girlfriend freed me and we got dressed as quickly and quietly as possible. Her mom stopped banging on the door when we stopped making a sound. My girlfriend and I were too scared to open the door, so we literally did nothing. Her mom decided to send her a message on her phone. The message said, "Is everything okay? Are you doing what I think you're doing?" My girlfriend proceeded to type what seemed like the script for the next Lord of the Rings movie, but she changed her mind mid-text and just replied with, "Yes," followed by, "PLZ don't tell dad." I had to do my walk of shame in the presence of the mom, who was unpacking grocery bags in the kitchen at the time. I've never seen a person pack products into a fridge with so much aggression. We were unable to look at each other. I awkwardly said hello and goodbye and left. TL. Doctor, I convinced my deaf girlfriend to tie me up and blindfold me during sex. Her mom came home and heard us. My girlfriend was oblivious to her mom banging on her bedroom door and continued fucking. Due to the positions we were both in, I struggled to tell my girlfriend what was happening until it was too late. But at least girlfriend was having the time of her life up until that point. Remember those hip movements op grin. Your girlfriend was loud while you were blinded by love. At that point you were in deep enough that you might as well have just finished the job. If you guys want to do anything like that again, you need a safety signal, like a safe word, but a visual signal, and she needs to be watching for it. If you had been having some kind of medical emergency and failing to get her attention, that could have gone a lot worse. Serious talk, if you're going to be doing any kind of BDSM stuff, have a way to stop pre-setup. Obviously a safe word might not work, so you need to figure something else out. Play safe. Be ready for the talk that will come soon. Be honest when it happens but respectful. TIFU by sticking it in my GF's ass. Like literally an hour ago. Just started to go at it and we were in an awkward position and it slipped out, so I quickly tried to shove it back in cause she was really enjoying herself. Moved to quick and carelessly, felt some give after repositioning and went in with authority. She yelled louder than ever and pushed me off immediately. I felt some resistance and thought I just caught one of her lips and it just didn't go in smoothly, but after a few seconds she let me know I just stuck it in her ass. I was perplexed yet began to laugh a little cause I was not expecting to hear that, and she also began to laugh as well as cry at the same time. After a good minute of laying in floor with both of us laughing, we made sure she was anally sound. She's a little sore but handling it like a champ. Definitely killed the mood and ended the sex. TL. Dr. I am bad at sex and found the wrong hole and now her butthole hurts and no sex, sad face. Curb jumping like you just got a BMX for Christmas. Anally sound. That's a phrase you do not hear every day. Surprise butt sex is so fucking painful. In case you or anyone else isn't aware, taking something unexpectedly and quickly up the ass can be extremely painful and do serious damage. Good that it was a no harm no foul situation, but always be mindful and careful about butt stuff, boys and girls. This happened with an ex many years ago. We instantly stopped and my asshole was literally bleeding. The pain was just so intense. Sad face. It's okay because you didn't mean to, but you should definitely be extra nice to her for a bit. Nobody needs an unexpected change at Baker Street. On the London Underground, Baker Street is the only interchange between the Pink Line and the Brown. Today I fucked up by mopping incorrectly for 26 years. My entire life, I thought the way you were supposed to mop was go over it once with soapy water, then you're done. This method persisted through my college apartment, where I did most the cleaning, a job in fast food, which involved mopping, and my current apartment. As you can imagine, doing this leads to a buildup of soap and residue on the floor, making it sticky and unpleasant. I always thought the sticky unpleasantness was a normal side effect of mopping. I mean, surely, I would know if I were supposed to do something else than just go over it once with soapy water. The instructions on the cleaner mentioned doing a second pass with water, but only for full strength concentration, which I never did. I could tell my roommates hated when I mopped, although they never said anything. Their shoes made audible noises when they walked, and at one point my roommate's loose shoe was physically pulled off his foot. The floor at my work had sticky patches, and my later personal apartment was no different. The issue was somewhat mitigated by using a Swiffer after mopping with soap, which I cannot explain that thought process, but that only moderately helped. Today, I happened to be Googling how to adequately sanitize the floors using a mop, when I stumbled across a bombshell. The floor cleaner's website instructing to do a second mop pass with just water. My mind was blown. I proceeded to mop correctly for the first time in my life, and it no longer feels like I'm walking on a melted fruit roll-up. Too long did not read. Sticky floors aren't normal, do a second mop pass with water. The soap film buildup happens with all cleaners, Swiffer and Mr. Clean included. Ask any professional. The best method is to throw 0.5 cup of vinegar in a bucket of steamy hot water. That will also help remove any prior soap film on the floor. Oh, and that's cheaper than any other method too. I've literally never done a second pass and never had this issue. What is on your floors? The fast food restaurant I can sort of understand, to cause this. Or maybe it's the type of soap used? If your detergent is leaving the floor sticky after mopping, you're using too much. You've been doing the mopping part right, just using the wrong cleaning agent or the wrong concentration. Today I fucked up by scaring a woman and myself because I went to the wrong car. Oh Jesus, I just scared the hell out of some poor woman. I ran to 7-Eleven for some juice and TP. There was a car identical to mine parked right next to me. I got in the wrong one by mistake because I have a lot on my mind, and it was the same make, model, and color. Probably the same year, but within 1 or 2. There was this poor woman in the passenger seat. I didn't even see her at first. I was fixing my wallet and didn't even look to the passenger seat until she spoke. She was cool about it. I said sorry really quick and explained the mistake and then bailed. She said it was fine. But I am sure she was alarmed, rightfully, and she scared the hell out of me when she spoke up, startling me. I'm so lucky she didn't call the police. It was a stupid innocent mistake, but it could have easily escalated quickly. TLDR, I got into the wrong car by mistake and scared a woman and myself. Laughing my ass off. Amazing. I've done that, except it was neighbor's house I walked into. I mean, shit like this happens. Everyone's gonna be startled, but you apologized and had a perfectly reasonable explanation. It's not like you climbed in there screaming with a knife and covered in blood. That's funny story. I'm glad no one got shot. Once 2 teenagers jumped into my backseat and yelled go 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 as they giggled. If they hadn't been laughing I would have been scared sick. I turned to them and said, I'll go 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 when I'm ready. They got super embarrassed and apologized so much. I just laughed as their friend they were running from caught up and heckled them for the mistake.